Hey guys, welcome back to Crackin with Coley. I am Coley, just in case you were wondering. And this week I am sneakerless. Like, not the tennis shoe sneakerless, but you know, my last two video cohort partner in crime sneakerless. Yeah, I'm without a sneaker, aka Aiden, mine and Possum's daughter. Anyway, that being said, this week I have chosen one of the 3 packs that I had to choose from. I had Call Time, and I had The Brothers War, which was what I was really leaning towards. But apparently the really big thing right now is Phyrexia. All will be one. This is apparently, as I adjust the camera down a little bit so you see it, this is apparently the really magic stuff. magic stuff that is the rage. You know, really high priced cards and valuable things, like cards that you really want. I mean, all I heard was how quickly the collector's boxes were selling out and the booster packs and so on and so forth. Yeah, I was a little mystified, but I'm always mystified by how excited Possum gets when, you know, a new set comes out. Then again, I guess, you know, he gets a little mystified and weirded out about how excited I get over the newest true crime serial killer book or documentary that comes out, or if I get a, you know, great price on a case of Diet Coke. I don't know, I'm just trying to equate it. So a little bit of pack facts on Phyrexia. All will be one. This set has a total of 271 cards. There are 101 commons, 80 uncommons, 60 rares, 20 mythic rares, 10 basic lands, and inside, you know, your packs and your booster boxes and your collector's booster boxes, there will be included randomly inserted premium versions of all of your cards. There are 5 Phyrexian full art basic lands. The artwork, I gotta say, it's super beautiful. And one thing I love about this set is the story. The story background is really interesting. It's like a 4-arc story. So it's kind of like the Lord of the Rings, starting off with, you know, the Hobbit, and then you've got the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And then if you didn't know, there was, I believe it was the Silmarillion, but anyway. So the storyline is Phyrexia All Will Be One is the 3rd part of a 4-set story arc, where the fate of Dominaria and the multiverse is about to unravel. Like, everything is getting all shaking, kind of like how my hands shake whenever I'm holding card packs and so on and so forth. So the Phyrexians are growing even stronger, and Elish Schnorn, and I believe I pronounced that correctly, I'm going to pick it up. This devilish looking person here is growing closer and closer to her plan to conquer the multiverse. And we're viewing Phyrexia from their point of view. Antagonistic with each other. The Planeswalkers gather to stop the Phyrexians on Dominaria. Lost like really bad. So if you haven't read the story, and I actually have, if you haven't read the story, go back and read the stories. And And I found all the stories on the MTG wiki, and so you can go back and read them. 5 of the 10 planeswalkers printed in this whole set are completed. The cards that represent the story spotlights in Phyrexia, All Will Be One, are All Will Be One, Bring the Ending, Complete Devotion, Nahiri's Sacrifice, Phyrexian Arena, Planar Disruption, Resistance Reunited, Tyvar's Stand, Urbrask's Forge, and Vanish into Eternity. And I'm going to throw up some of those, throw up images of those cards so that you kind of have an idea, because I'm fairly confident I'm not going to pull any of those. I just have a set booster. And with that in mind, let's get started. And my son, who is aware that I am currently filming, apparently doesn't care. And I'm going with this whole red and black and silver theme, and I pulled out this Magic Fest from a while ago. Yeah. There's, look, there's a pull tab on it. Could have used that. Okay, well, I'm going to use my black and red scissors. Okay, we're gonna do it this way because, well, no, we're not. I love this card. I'm gonna scoot you down. Check that out. This is Thrill of Possibility. Pendersky. And Possum in the last Crackin with Coley video explained what this number set right here means, but I don't remember, so I will go back, watch it, and pull it up and pop it in the video. Okay. This next card is Force of Vigor. It is an instant. It is a common. It's also a foil. Looks like, no, maybe not. I can't tell. But it's an instant. If it's not your turn, you may exile a green card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Destroy up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. It's a beautiful card though. Love it. Ooh, Scheming Aspirant. Now this one is a foil. I just want to flex that a bit for you so you can see the foiling on that. And it's got kind of a golden looking sheen to it, but it is a creature. It's a Phyrexian advisor. Whenever you proliferate, I love that word. I try to use that occasionally. I never get away with it, but you know, whenever you proliferate, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Yes, wonderful. This is actually an uncommon. Next, we have got a Zopandrel. Okay, I totally botched that name. Zopandrel Hunger Dominus. I think that's how you said it. Hunger Dominus. Anyway, it is a legendary creature. Phyrexian horror. Anything that's a Hunger Dominus, I think, could qualify as being horrific. Like when our son eats us out of house and home and I have to go back to the grocery store and I hate being with other people. Anyway, yep. So this creature has reach. I am not exactly sure what reach means, but at the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. And then you have another option. I'm guessing that that's what these 2 symbols here. You can, I'm not sure. Whatever this symbol means can be paid with either this green mana or 2 life. Sacrifice 2 other creatures. Put an indestructible counter on Zopendril Hunger Dominus. Tangle Weave Armor. Get a little closer for you guys. So this is an artifact equipment. It is a living weapon. I would like to be known as a living weapon. I'm fairly dangerous, but it's only to myself, so I don't think that that counts as a living weapon. Equipped creature gets +X, where X is the greatest mana value among your commanders. Excellent. It's a rare. That's a pretty furious looking creature, though, if you notice. Okay, this is a black and white artwork. This is a Mire convert. Artifact creature, Phyrexian Mire. I will have to look up and see what a Phyrexian Mire is. I'm not exactly sure. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So it apparently is toxic. You can pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color. This right here is kind of interesting given our current way of life and how we all generally work with machinery or live on our smart devices. In the embrace of the mother of machines, hard work never goes unrewarded. Something to ponder from Magic the Gathering. Okay, this is a Quicksilver Fisher. That is actually a very interesting looking card. It is a creature with flying. I would not want to be flown at by this creature, therefore it is a bird. That's all I equate with it. Aiden would call that majestic. It has flying. When Quicksilver Fisher enters the battlefield, draw a card and then discard a card. Okay, on to the next. Vat of Rebirth. Whenever another artifact or creature you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on Vat of Rebirth. Oil counter. I wonder what an oil counter is. I don't think I've ever heard that mentioned before. But then down here it also says remove 4 oil counters from Vat of Rebirth. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So is it like a dual use card maybe? It's an uncommon, by the way. Incubation sack. That is a nasty looking incubation sack. Yeah. Sack enters the battlefield with 3 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter from incubation sack. Create a 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. Activate only as a sorcery. This one needs a bit longer to ripen. Okay, I swear that when I was pregnant with Aiden, my OBGYN said that exact same thing to me. And she was a week late. She didn't need more time. Anyway, carrying on. But I guarantee you, her incubation sac did not look like that. Okay. Unctus Retrofitter. If that is not how it's pronounced, that's how I'm pronouncing it. Unctus Retrofitter. Because that's, in the South, that's how I imagine it'd be pronounced. It is a Phyrexian artificer. I cannot pronounce that word. I never have been able to. When Unctuous Retrofitter enters the battle, that just makes me giggle, enters the battlefield, up to one target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4 for as long as the Unctuous Retrofitter remains on the battlefield. It's very interesting looking. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's also, I would not want to have anything fitted on me by this creature. Okay, Titanic Growth. Okay. This is an instant. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. So it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger until the end of turn. That is a wicked looking thing. It's not as wicked looking as the things that I have frequently said are the graboid looking creatures that frequently pop up in packs that I've opened or that Possum opens. But yeah, that's a little freaky looking. Lattice Blade Mantis. It is a creature. It's a Phyrexian insect. I wonder if Phyrexian insects are kind of like some of the insects we have here in the South. Lattice Blade Mantis enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Whenever Lattice Blade Mantis attacks, you may remove an oil counter from it. If you do, untap it and it gets 1/1 until the end of turn. I don't normally see a whole lot of mantises here in Georgia or anything, but when I do, they don't look like that. Yeah, I have seen some wicked looking creatures like this though in our backyard. I mean, yeah. Okay. This is a Meld Web Strider. It says artifact vehicle. Okay, I actually thought it was a spider, okay. But it says it's a vehicle. Vigilance. Meld Web Strider enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. Remove an oil counter from Meld Web Strider. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Crew 3. Okay, so what's in parentheses says tap any number of creatures you control with total power 3 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. So I'm guessing that's what Crew 3 means. I will get more verification on that from Possum. And this is our basic land. It's a plains. That is a glorious looking plains though. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So I encourage you to check out the story line for Phyrexia. All will be one. On the MTG Wiki. It's really good. And I'm not a big fan of the whole science fiction themed stories. It's not my thing. You know, aside from your typical Stephen King, John Saul, Dean Koontz kind of books, you know, I'm not a big science fiction fan. So for me to get into a storyline that is just as good as this is, I would suggest it. I don't think I pulled anything that was really valuable or anything. That would be another possum thing for him to know. But that is it for today. Thanks for joining me here at Crackin with Coley. If you're seeing this, it is going to soon be St. Patrick's Day. So I just want to leave you with a small Irish blessing. May you always be blessed with walls for the wind. And I can't remember the rest of it because my brain just completely stopped. So, hey, may you always be blessed with walls for the wind. As soon as I stop filming this, I will then remember, gosh, wow. I feel really silly right now. I actually have this painted, on our in our living room. I don't even know why I can't remember it. That's crazy. Oh, now I remember. May you always be blessed with walls for the wind, a roof for the rain, a warm cup of tea by the fire, laughter to cheer you, those you love near you, and all that your heart may desire. And that's from your Irish Coley. Man, I really don't feel very Irish right now telling you guys that. But anyway, glad greetings. And I will be with you guys next month. Have a great one. Bye.